because the 20s are that time in your life when, this is not a joke, they are that time in your life when you're really getting acquainted to your own adult self and seeing how you respond to self-doubt when there's so much seemingly at stake. So let me reassure you, it's not supposed to be easy, but it doesn't have to be torture. You're supposed to have moments of uncertainty about which path to take, because the 20s are full of crossroads. So back to me. Yes, I sat exactly where you're sitting exactly 25 years ago. Pause for noises of disbelief. Thank you. Oh, well, it was 25 years ago. I know, it's hard to believe. And Governor Mario Cuomo was our speaker. I had been up all night, so I was drifting in and out of consciousness, like that guy with the sunglasses. And I don't remember much, but I do remember at one point, Governor Cuomo told us to look around at our classmates. The idea was to really take in these people we've just had this very meaningful experience with for 4 important years of our lives. So you can go ahead and do that now if you want to. Did you do it? Well, I don't know what you all just felt, but when I did it 25 years ago, I didn't feel a thing. Nothing. I thought, yeah, okay, I probably won't remember most of these people, and a lot of things that happened over the past 4 years will fade away, and that's all right, because that's the way it goes. So I went back to sleep. I know, I'm a little cold. I've been told. Then I thought, oh, but you know what? I am going to miss seeing that guy I see around, Steven, the mug manager, who dances well. I really won't ever see him again? That's weird. Well, all right, we'll try to remember him. Now, we weren't even close friends. He was just a guy I'd run into on campus. And as we'd exchange, how are yous, he'd say, oh, God, I've got like 7 papers and 3 tests all within the next 4 days. And I'd say, oh, God. And he'd say, yeah. Okay, well, bye. I thought it a little odd that the only thing I'd be missing was bumping into cool Steven, the mug manager, who danced well and worked hard, but that was it. It was it because I had done what I had set out to do, okay? I had gone to a great school on the East Coast, met really interesting and intellectually curious people, made a few good friends, and received a superior education from engaging professors who had high standards. I met those high standards and adopted them as my own and could hopefully carry them into my future. I wasn't in the mood to look back and be sad over what I might miss later. I was ready to be looking forward, like I'm sure a lot of you are. How many of you are excited to start your brilliant career doing some research in an area of neuropsychopharmacology and see if you can ultimately answer questions about things like neurotransmitters evolved? Me too. I was very excited to get home. I had a job lined up with my father, who was a headache specialist. Yes, I said headache. He's retired now, but he was a world-renowned headache specialist who mostly did research. I immediately started to work with him on a study concerning hemispheric dominance and headache types. I won't go into the details, but I could. The important thing was that I was on my way to getting published, then on to a graduate program at whichever very impressive university accepted me. 6 months after graduation, I dumped that plan and decided to become an actress. Then I was cast on the show Friends, and now I'm here. Any questions? Okay, how did I go from biology major to actress? That is the one question I'm asked most frequently. Okay, when I was a kid, yes, I did. I wanted to be an actress. But when I took biology in high school, I was hooked. The biological theories I learned to me were the height of creativity. So I pursued my passion for biology and wherever that would lead me. I had nothing to do with acting while in high school, nor while at Vassar. I was never in a play. I don't think really saw a play. I wasn't interested in the least, not the least. Then during my senior year, I was at Vassar. Oh no, but I was home for spring break. I was driving around LA, and I heard a promo for a sitcom on the radio. They'd play their best joke from the show, and I remember hearing in my head, oh God, that's not funny. Oh, they punched that joke too hard. Just throw it away. Lisa, remember to throw it away when you do it. Why do I need to remember to throw a joke away? I don't need to remember that. So I dismissed it until after I graduated and was happily doing research with my father at the headache clinic. And it happened again and again and again. I'd be watching a sitcom and I'd hear myself saying, oh God, no, don't do that. Don't do that comedy walk thing like those sitcom actresses do. Yeah, it really got relentless. So I entertained the idea of being an actress, then moved to justify the idea with, you're 22, you have no mortgage, no husband and kids, no responsibilities. You have to do this acting thing now, right now. I'm so sorry, but you have to. By November of 1985, I declared that I would pursue acting. My parents and family were thrilled for me. Truly. And that was the first and most important, wonderful show of support I got. Parents were thrilled, parents. They were supportive and thrilled. My Vassar friends were shocked, but supportive and polite. I was a little terrified. And not because I didn't think it wouldn't work. I didn't think it would work out. I was weirdly confident for no reason at all. But it was because this didn't exactly feel like it was a choice as much as succumbing to a compulsion. And I didn't analyze what led me to this point, whether it was divine intervention or a lapse in judgment or sanity. I just listened to that inner voice. By the way, I think it's always a good move to listen to that inner voice, if it doesn't lead to a crime. I was also nervous about this career choice because I didn't really care for actors. Well, my only point of reference was I had seen them on talk shows, okay, and they always seemed so affected picking a cause of the month as if it's not about them at all. And, they'd say, please, please, please save the planet as a favor to me. I'll love you for it. I really will. So I couldn't. And I thought, well, how do I hold on to who I am if I'm trying to become one of them? I don't want to turn into an actress. Well, that's a problem, okay? As in most pursuits, oneself is one of the biggest hurdles to get over. You can't pursue something and be committed to it if you're apologizing for it at every party, which I did for a while. I started to learn. I learned you have to surrender to the fact that, yes, you are one of too many in a highly competitive field where it is difficult to stand out. For now, over time, through your work, you will demonstrate who you are and what you bring to the field. Just stay with it and keep working. I was collecting tools to cope with this uncertain path in case it got rocky later on, just in case. For now, though, it was good. I became friends with and stuck close to the most talented person I met at my very first improv class. Conan O'Brien was a nimble improviser and fully committed in every scene, which always made it great. His writing was unparalleled, and everyone understood he occupied a whole other level of talent. I hoped I would be influenced by his high standard of writing and performing. Also, I knew he belonged in this profession, and I made him laugh, so I belonged too. So I'm on my road to becoming an actress. While I was taking classes at the Groundlings, an improvisation and sketch comedy theater in LA, I had my first audition and got the part. It was for a backer's audition for an equity waiver play called Ladies' Room. These two minor characters would come in and out and be on stage for a total of maybe 7 minutes out of the entire play. And here was the audition. Romy, ugh, I hate throwing up in public. Michelle, oh, me too! Ladies' Room had a nice long run, and Romy and Michelle were such audience pleasers, they created a TV show for them, and I was cast in the pilot as Michelle. I couldn't believe how fast my success was happening. The pilot, though, was not great and didn't get picked up. And I was back to square one. And it was the first time I thought, ooh, maybe I'm not a lucky person. And this isn't meant to be. Then quickly recovered with, there might be more ups and downs, and you have to weather those storms. And Conan thinks you're funny, so. Over the next 8 years, my resolve and commitment was steadily challenged by casting directors telling me to my face that I was horrible. Agents letting me know, it's hard, we don't know what to do with you. They want gorgeous on TV, There's no place for you, really. Finally, I got a coveted spot in the main, that was my agent, by the way, so it hits home. Finally, I got a coveted spot in the main company of the Groundlings, and the director there didn't like my work. Lisa, I don't know, I don't understand why they voted you in.